Hello and welcome to Story Reads. Today, you're going to practice one of the most practical parts of English, phrasal verbs. Instead of just memorizing lists, we'll practice them inside real lifestyle sentences. I'll tell you each phrasal verb, give you its meaning, and then you'll hear how it's used naturally. This will help you understand the phrasal verbs, remember them longer, and use them confidently in everyday conversations. Pick up, meaning to collect or buy something. Can you pick up some vegetables on your way back? Sure, I'll pick them up from the market. Drop off, meaning to take someone or something to a place and leave them there. I'll drop off the parcel at your office this afternoon. Thanks, and please drop me off at the metro station too. Look after, meaning to take care of someone or something. Could you look after my cat while I'm away? Of course, I'll look after it carefully. Run into, meaning to meet someone by chance. I ran into an old classmate yesterday. Really? I might run into my teacher there as well. Call back, meaning to return a phone call. I'm busy right now, but I'll call you back later. No problem, I'll wait for your call back. Turn on, meaning to start a machine, light, or device. Please turn on the fan, it's hot in here. Sure, I'll turn it on right now. Turn off, meaning to stop a machine, light, or device. Could you turn off the lights before leaving? Of course, I'll turn them off. Wake up, meaning to stop sleeping. I usually wake up at 6 in the morning. Today you should wake up a bit earlier. Get up, meaning to rise from bed. I find it hard to get up on cold mornings. Come on, it's time to get up now. Put on, meaning to dress yourself in clothes or accessories. Please put on your shoes, we're leaving. All right, I'll put them on. Take off, meaning to remove clothes or to leave the ground, planes. You can take off your jacket, it's warm inside. The plane will take off in 10 minutes. Look for, meaning to search for something. I'm looking for my keys. Have you seen them? I'll help you look for them. Find out, meaning to discover information. I want to find out the truth about this. She will find out soon enough. Give up, meaning to stop trying. Don't give up on your dream. He decided to give up smoking. Go on, meaning to continue. Please go on with your story. They decided to go on despite the challenges. Carry on, meaning to continue doing something. You can carry on working, I'll handle the rest. She carried on speaking even though it was noisy. Check in, meaning to register at a hotel or airport. We need to check in at the hotel by 3 p.m. They already checked in online for their flight. Check out, meaning to pay and leave a hotel or to examine something. We will check out of the hotel tomorrow morning. You should check out that new cafe. Look forward to, meaning to anticipate with pleasure. I look forward to meeting you soon. She's looking forward to the weekend. Break down, meaning when a machine stops working. My car broke down on the way to work. The lift has broken down again. Come across, meaning to find something by chance. I came across an interesting article yesterday. They came across a small cafe while walking. Work out, meaning to exercise or to solve a problem. I work out at the gym every morning. We need to work out the budget. Cut down on, meaning to reduce the amount of something. I'm trying to cut down on sugar. He should cut down on his screen time. Fill in, meaning to complete a form or substitute for someone. Please fill in this form before you leave. I'll fill in for you while you're away. Hand in, meaning to submit. Don't forget to hand in your assignment. They handed in their resignation letters. Point out, meaning to draw attention to something. I'd like to point out a mistake in the report. She pointed out the museum on the map. Set up, meaning to arrange or establish something. They will set up a new office next month. Let's set up the chairs for the meeting. Sort out, meaning to organize or solve a problem. I need to sort out my emails. They're trying to sort out the issue quickly. Bring up, meaning to mention a topic. Don't bring up that subject at dinner. She brought up an interesting question. Back up, meaning to make a copy of data. Remember to back up your files regularly. He backed up all his photos. Mess up, meaning to make a mistake or spoil something. Don't mess up the presentation. She messed up the recipe. Keep up, meaning to continue at the same speed or level. You're doing great. Keep it up. They couldn't keep up with the fast pace.
Get along, meaning to have a good relationship with someone. They really get along well with their neighbors. I hope you'll get along with my friends at the party. Run out of, meaning to have no more of something. We've run out of milk. Can you buy some? She ran out of time during the test. Come up with, meaning to think of an idea or plan. He came up with a brilliant solution. Can you come up with a new design by tomorrow? Break up, meaning to end a relationship or meeting. They decided to break up after 5 years. The meeting finally broke up at 5 p.m. Take over, meaning to assume control of something. She will take over the project next month. Another company is going to take over our branch. Turn up, meaning to arrive or appear unexpectedly or to increase volume. He didn't turn up at the event. Could you turn up the music a bit? Turn down, meaning to refuse something or decrease volume. She turned down the job offer. Please turn down the TV, it's too loud. Get over, meaning to recover from something. It took him months to get over the illness. She can't get over how beautiful the view is. Hold on, meaning to wait. Hold on for a moment, I'll be right back. They asked me to hold on while they check the details. Look out, meaning to be careful or watchful. Look out, there's a car coming. They told us to look out for pickpockets. Make up, meaning to reconcile or to invent something. They argued but later made up. He likes to make up stories for his kids. Show up, meaning to appear or arrive. He didn't show up for the interview. Thanks for showing up on time. Set off, meaning to begin a journey. They set off early to avoid traffic. We are planning to set off at dawn. Take up, meaning to begin a hobby or to occupy space or time. She has taken up painting recently. This project will take up most of our time. Bring back, meaning to return something or to revive a memory. Please bring back the books you borrowed. This smell really brings back memories of my childhood. Look up, meaning to search for information or to improve. I'll look up the address online. Things are starting to look up for them. Cut off, meaning to stop the supply of something or interrupt. The storm cut off electricity to the village. Sorry to cut you off, but we're out of time. Pull over, meaning to stop a vehicle at the side of the road. The police asked them to pull over. Can you pull over for a moment? I need to check something. Hang out, meaning to spend time relaxing. Do you want to hang out at the cafe later? They often hang out at the park after school. Dress up, meaning to wear elegant clothes or costumes. Everyone had to dress up for the party. The kids dressed up as superheroes. Log in, meaning to enter a system with credentials. Please log into your account to continue. She logged in and checked her messages. Log out, meaning to exit a system. Don't forget to log out when you're done. He always logs out after finishing his work. Pay back, meaning to return money owed. I'll pay you back tomorrow. They still haven't paid back the loan. Cut out, meaning to stop doing something or to remove. You should cut out sugary drinks. She cut out a picture from the magazine. Hold back, meaning to stop yourself from doing something. He tried to hold back his laughter. Don't hold back. Tell me what you really think. Stand out, meaning to be noticeable. Her bright dress really stands out. He stands out as a leader among his peers. Take care of, to look after or handle something. I'll take care of the arrangements. Can you take care of my dog for the weekend? Look into, meaning to investigate. The police will look into the matter. I'll look into the issue and get back to you. Check up on, to examine or monitor. She called to check up on me after the accident. The manager will check up on the staff later. Bring out, meaning to reveal or release something. That story really brought out her emotions. The company will bring out a new product next year. Show off, to display proudly. He likes to show off his car. She was showing off her dance skills. Pull out, meaning to withdraw or remove. The investor decided to pull out of the deal. Can you pull out the plug? Speak up, meaning to talk louder or express an opinion. Please speak up, I can't hear you. Don't be afraid to speak up in meetings.
Stick to, meaning to continue doing something without changing it. You should stick to your study plan. They decided to stick to their original idea. Pick out, meaning to choose or select something. Can you pick out a nice shirt for me? She picked out a book from the shelf. Carry out, meaning to perform or complete a task. They will carry out the experiment tomorrow. The workers carried out the instructions carefully. Bring in, meaning to introduce or earn something. The company will bring in new safety rules. The event brought in a lot of visitors. Break into, meaning to enter a place by force or start doing something. Someone tried to break into the shop last night. She finally broke into acting after years of training. Call off, meaning to cancel. They had to call off the meeting. The match was called off due to rain. Look back, meaning to think about the past. I try not to look back on mistakes. They looked back at their school days with joy. Cut back on, meaning to reduce spending or use. They're trying to cut back on expenses. You should cut back on caffeine. Do without, meaning to manage without something. We'll have to do without sugar for a week. She can't do without her morning coffee. End up, meaning to finally be in a place or situation. We took a wrong turn and ended up at the beach. He studied law but ended up teaching. Fill out, meaning to complete a form. Please fill out this questionnaire. He filled out the application online. Get back, meaning to return. I'll get back home by evening. She promised to get back to me soon. Go over, meaning to review. Let's go over the plan once more. They went over the budget carefully. Head back, meaning to return to a place. It's late. We should head back now. They headed back after the meeting. Keep on, meaning to continue doing something. She kept on asking questions. Please keep on practicing every day. Move on, meaning to leave one place or situation and go to another. It's time to move on from the past. After lunch, we'll move on to the next topic. Pass out, meaning to faint or to distribute. He passed out during the heat. They passed out flyers at the station. Put off,
meaning to postpone. They decided to put off the meeting. Don't put off doing your homework. Put up with, meaning to tolerate. She can't put up with the noise anymore. How do you put up with such behavior? Run over, meaning to hit someone or something with a vehicle or to review quickly. Be careful not to run over the toy. Let's run over the list before we go. Show around, meaning to guide someone around the place. I'll show you around the city tomorrow. They showed us around their new office. Step down, meaning to resign from a position. He will step down as chairman next month. She decided to step down after 10 years. Take in, meaning to understand something or to allow someone to stay. It was hard to take in all the information. They took in a stray cat. Think over, meaning to consider carefully. Please think over my offer. He needed time to think it over. Turn back, meaning to return in the direction you came. It started raining, so we had to turn back. They turned back before reaching the top. Wait for, meaning to stay until someone or something arrives. I'll wait for you outside the station. They waited for the rain to stop. Write down, meaning to record on paper. Please write down your address. She quickly wrote down the number. Zip up, meaning to close with a zipper. Don't forget to zip up your bag. He zipped up his jacket before going out.
Act up, meaning to behave badly or not work properly. The printer is acting up again. The children started acting up during the long trip. Back out, meaning to withdraw from an agreement. They can't back out of the contract now. She promised to help but backed out at the last minute. Break down, meaning to stop working or to lose control emotionally. My car broke down on the way to work. She broke down in tears after hearing the news. Bring up, meaning to mention a topic. Don't bring up old arguments again. He brought up an interesting question in class. Catch up, meaning to reach the same level or get up to date. I need to catch up on my emails. Let's meet for coffee and catch up. Come across, meaning to find by chance. I came across an old photo yesterday. She came across a great article online. Come up with, meaning to think of an idea or plan. They need to come up with a new strategy. He came up with a brilliant solution. Cut off, meaning to stop the supply of something or interrupt. The storm cut off electricity to the village. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off while speaking. Drop off, meaning to deliver or leave someone something somewhere. I'll drop off the parcel at the post office. She dropped me off at the station. Fall apart, meaning to break into pieces or fail completely. The chair is so old it's starting to fall apart. The plan fell apart after the manager left. Get along, meaning to have a good relationship. They really get along with each other. I don't get along with my neighbors very well. Give away, meaning to donate or reveal a secret. They decided to give away their old clothes. Don't give away the surprise. Hand in, meaning to submit something. Please hand in your assignment by Friday. He handed in his resignation letter. Hold on, meaning to wait. Could you hold on for a moment? Just hold on, help is coming. Look out, meaning to be careful or watchful. Look out for cars before crossing. She told him to look out for scams online. Make up, meaning to invent a story or to reconcile. The child likes to make up stories. They argued but soon made up again. Pass on, meaning to give something to someone or to die.
Please pass on this message to her. His grandfather passed on last year. Point out, meaning to indicate something. He pointed out a mistake in the report. I'd like to point out that this is important. Run into, meaning to meet by chance. I ran into an old friend at the mall. They ran into trouble during the trip. Set off, meaning to start a journey or to trigger something. We'll set off early in the morning. The smoke set off the fire alarm. Sort out, meaning to arrange or solve a problem. I need to sort out my papers. They're trying to sort out the misunderstanding. Take over, meaning to assume control. A new manager will take over next month. The company was taken over by a rival. Turn up, meaning to appear or arrive. He didn't turn up for the meeting. She always turns up late. Work out, meaning to exercise or to solve a problem. They work out at the gym every day. We need to work out a solution. Zoom in, meaning to make something appear larger or focus closely. Zoom in on the picture to see details. The camera zoomed in on her face.
Blow up, meaning to explode or to become very angry. The tire suddenly blew up on the highway. She blew up when she heard the news. Bring about, meaning to cause something to happen. The new manager hopes to bring about positive changes. This law could bring about improvements in education. Check out, meaning to examine or to leave a hotel. You should check out this new cafe. We'll check out of the hotel at noon. Clear up, meaning to tidy or to become sunny after rain. Let's clear up the room before guests arrive. The weather will clear up this afternoon. Come along, meaning to accompany or to improve. Would you like to come along to the park? Your English is really coming along nicely. Count on, meaning to rely on someone or something. You can always count on me. We count on the volunteers to help. Cut out, meaning to stop doing something. You should cut out sugar from your diet. Cut out that noise right now. Drop by, meaning to visit informally. Feel free to drop by anytime. We dropped by her office to say hello. Figure out, meaning to understand or solve something. I can't figure out how this works. They're trying to figure out the problem. Get away, meaning to escape or go on a holiday. We're planning to get away for the weekend. The thief managed to get away from the police. Give up, meaning to quit or stop trying. Don't give up on your dreams. He gave up smoking last year. Hang up, meaning to end a phone call. She hung up before I could say goodbye. Don't hang up. I have more to tell you. Kick off, meaning to begin. The meeting will kick off at 10 a.m. The festival kicked off with a parade. Lay off, meaning to dismiss from a job. The company had to lay off several workers. They were laid off due to budget cuts. Look after, meaning to take care of. Can you look after my cat while I'm away? She looks after her younger brother. Make out, meaning to see, hear, or understand something with difficulty. I can't make out what he's saying. They could barely make out the figure in the dark. Pass up, meaning to miss or not take advantage of. Don't pass up this opportunity. She passed up the chance to study abroad. Pull over, meaning to move to the side of the road and stop. The police asked him to pull over. Let's pull over and check the map. Put aside, meaning to save for later or ignore temporarily. She put aside some money for the trip. Let's put aside our differences. Set up, meaning to arrange or establish. They will set up a new office in Delhi. He set up the chairs for the meeting. Show up, meaning to appear or arrive. He didn't show up at the event. She always shows up early. Stand by, meaning to support someone or be ready. We will stand by our decision. She stood by her friend during tough times. Take back, meaning to return something or admit you were wrong. I need to take back this shirt to the store. I take back what I said earlier. Talk over, meaning to discuss. Let's talk over the plan before deciding. They talked over the project details. Turn down, meaning to reject. She turned down the job offer. Don't turn down a good opportunity. Wind up, meaning to finish or end. Let's wind up the meeting now. They wound up the party at midnight. Work on, meaning to try to improve or develop. She's working on her pronunciation. They're working on a new design.
Back up, to support or make a copy of something. Thanks for always backing me up in meetings. Don't forget to back up your files regularly. Break off, to end suddenly. They decided to break off the engagement. The talks were broken off after the disagreement. Bring in, to introduce or earn. They're going to bring in a new policy. The festival brought in a lot of tourists. Call out, to shout or to challenge someone. She called out his name from across the street. He was called out for his unfair behavior. Carry on, to continue. Please carry on with your presentation. They carried on working despite the noise. Check in, to register at a hotel or airport. We need to check in 2 hours before the flight. They checked in at the hotel around noon. Come off, to happen successfully or to detach. The event came off really well. The handle came off when I pulled it. Draw up, to prepare a document. The lawyer will draw up the contract. They drew up a list of participants. Fall out, to argue or to drop from somewhere. They fell out over money. Leaves fall out in autumn. Get across, to communicate an idea successfully. She tried to get across her point. The teacher got across the lesson clearly. Give in, to surrender or agree. He finally gave in to their demands. She refused to give in without a fight. Hand out, to distribute. They're handing out flyers in the market. She handed out the exam papers. Hold up, to delay or to rob. The traffic held up the bus for an hour. The shop was held up by 2 men. Keep away, to stay at a distance. Please keep away from the edge.
He kept away from unhealthy food. Look over. To review briefly. Could you look over my essay? She looked over the document before signing. Make off with. To steal and run away. The thief made off with the jewelry. They made off with the company funds. Pass by. To go past. We watched the parade pass by. Time seems to pass by so quickly. Put on. To dress in or to organize. She put on her coat before leaving. They're putting on a play at school. Run out of. To have no more of something. We've run out of milk. She ran out of patience waiting for him. Set aside. To save or reserve. He set aside some time for reading. Money was set aside for emergencies. Show off. To display proudly. He likes to show off his new car. She showed off her painting skills. Stand out. To be noticeable. Her bright dress really stands out in the crowd. His talent stood out among the rest. Take after. To resemble a family member. She takes after her mother in looks. He takes after his father's sense of humor. Turn into. To change into. The caterpillar turns into a butterfly. His idea turned into a big project. Use up. To finish a supply. We've used up all the paper. Don't use up all the milk. Work through. To deal with a problem step by step. They're working through their differences. She worked through the complex math problem. Zoom out. To reduce the focus or view. Zoom out to see the whole picture. The camera zoomed out slowly. Ask around, meaning to ask several people for information. I'll ask around to find a good mechanic. She asked around, but no one knew the answer. Brush up on, meaning to improve your knowledge of something. He's brushing up on his Spanish before the trip. She wants to brush up on her computer skills. Call in, meaning to request someone's presence or to summon. They had to call in a specialist. She called in sick today. Come down with, meaning to become sick with an illness. I think I'm coming down with a cold. She came down with the flu last week. Count out, meaning to exclude. You can count me out of the risky plan. He was counted out of the project. Cut in, meaning to interrupt. Please don't cut in while I'm speaking. She cut in to give her opinion. Drop out, meaning to leave school or an activity before finishing. He dropped out of college. She dropped out of the competition. Fill in, meaning to substitute or to complete information. I'll fill in for you while you're away. Please fill in the missing details. Get over, meaning to recover from something. It took her months to get over the loss. I can't get over how beautiful this place is. Go ahead, meaning to start or proceed. You can go ahead with your question. They decided to go ahead with a plan. Hang on, meaning to wait or hold something tightly. Hang on while I get my bag. Hang on to the railing, it's slippery. Iron out, meaning to remove small problems or difficulties. They're trying to iron out the differences. We need to iron out a few details first. Keep up, meaning to continue at the same rate or stay informed. You're doing well. Keep up the good work. I can't keep up with all these messages. Lay out, meaning to arrange or explain. He laid out his plan clearly. They laid out the tools on the table. Look into, meaning to investigate. We'll look into the problem tomorrow. She looked into the complaint carefully. Make up for, meaning to compensate. He tried to make up for his mistake. They gave her a gift to make up for the delay. Pass around, meaning to distribute among several people. They're passing around a sign-up sheet. She passed around the photos.